Hey, YouTube Rando here. Today we're going to be testing out the little homemade M171 Swiss style stove. That's kind of what I just went off of, and I just took a coffee can and started cutting on it until I got what I wanted. It uses, the same style fuels that the M171. I believe it's either the M171 or the M17, something like that, little Swiss stove. And we're going to be cooking some green beans, homegrown green beans out of the garden. We got some meat and stuff going on the Brunson burner behind us. Water in our pot. We're just going to be doing a small batch. It's just me and the wife tonight. My mom has the kids, so. Make sure the flame's still on. I don't know, I can't see. So you can see this little stove, or this little pot that I keep in my camp pack just works out perfect for it. It's just about the same size, so it works out just fine. So we're going to let this start boiling. We're going to drop a little butter and salt in there, and we're going to go ahead and take the ends off our green beans here. So we'll be back. Alright, so it's been about 8 minutes. I know it's not boiling yet, but it should be kind of hot. I have done a boil test with this before. It takes roughly 12-13 minutes to get it to go, to get it to start boiling. The one thing I realize is that this is too low. I need to raise this up a little bit and have these holes up a little bit higher, so that way the flame's just kind of, licking the bottom of the pot rather than hitting it and spreading out. My thought process was I wanted it to spread out on the bottom of the pan, and it just doesn't get hot enough quick enough. And we'll come back and show you where we're at in a minute. Alright, so we're at about the 18-minute mark now. I did have to add more water because I went ahead and added the rest of the beans I had. It was only about half a handful, so just make sure there's enough for me and her. So let's check it. See where we're at. You can see it's boiling pretty good. Alright folks, so I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up or not, but that top's rocking a little bit. It's should be just about ready. Let's go ahead and check it. Oh yeah. They're just about ready. I'm going to let them simmer just a little bit longer. And then I want to come back and talk about the stove just a little bit. Kind of tell you my thoughts of where we could use some upgrades. By the way, that's not a bag of pot. I just don't want you guys to think I'm a drug addict because this is in the background. It kind of looks like a bag of pot. That's basil. Dried basil. I prefer dried basil over fresh basil. I believe this thing would work a lot better. You see how high that flame is if this was just raised about that much more. Just to give it, because when it's sitting on it, it's spreading that flame out, which I thought would be a good thing. But a lot of the heat is going underneath these tabs for one. So if it was just a little bit higher, maybe, I don't know, inch and a half, somewhere in there, I do believe it would work a lot better. So you can see the height on this stove. I mean, it's real close. So really, I just need to make another one, and you see the levels here. It's got an indentation, pops out, indentation, pops out. I cut it on the, let's see, first, second, third indentation from the top. So I think next time I'll just cut it the fourth indentation, and that'll give me another inch, and then we'll try that out and see how well it works.
So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching YouTube.